Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to, modify anything you need to, and take care of your body as best you can. Let's start on our backs. You can come into a savasana type position, spread out, letting go back into the floor. Slow down your breathing. And you're welcome to have your eyes open or closed as it's useful for you throughout your practice. Let's begin by sliding arms overhead, stretching out through the arms and legs, and then interlacing fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet. Release, bring your right knee to your chest, give that knee a good squeeze in. And then straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. And then bend your knee in, open your knee out to the right, and straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. And then release, bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist, opening out through the right arm, let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then staying in a twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal. Roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long, squeeze this knee in, and straighten your left leg up. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. And then bend your knee back in. Open your knee out to the left, straighten part way or all the way out to the side. Grounding down through the back of the right leg. And then release, bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then straighten your left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. Reaching fingers and toes away from one another. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, again, a little circle or rock, evening things out. Let's make our way up, all the way forward into a high push-up position. Set your hands right under your shoulders, extending long from your head to your heels. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend. And that could be as low or high as you like. Could be cobra, could be up dog. Shoulders back and down wherever you are. And then back to down dog when you're ready. Hips high. And take your time getting into this first down dog of class. moving, exploring in any way that's useful for you. Let's walk hands and feet towards one another and hang in ragdoll. Letting the upper body release. Bend your knees and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Let's step up to the front of the mat. We'll bring hands together. Feet can be together or apart. Come into your mountain pose, Tadasana. Slow, deep breaths. Next inhale, arms sweep high, A series sun salutation. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Let's take 5 deep breaths in down dog, child's pose, sitting, any neutral shape. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra, and back to down dog. Send the right leg up to the ceiling, bend your knee to your chest, and start circling this bent right knee. Making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Feeling what you're doing. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then take a big step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Sink low. Let's come into a twist. We'll bring the left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. Now, if you'd rather do this as a low lunge, you're welcome to drop the back knee. If there's a different arm position you would prefer, you're also welcome to extend the arms straight or do something else. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor. Let's drop the back knee. If you want to pad it, you could roll up the side of your mat, or if you do have a blanket or cushion, you might use that. And you may also want to grab a couple blocks if you have them for your hands. Inch the front foot forward and then flex the toes back. We'll adjust the hands so they're right under the shoulders as high as you need them. Going in the direction of hips square, in the direction of a flat back, in the direction of folding. And if you want to go further towards splits, Hanumanasana, you might slide that front heel forward. If it won't go, then you've arrived already. This is just what your splits look like. And it's not about making a shape. So in each of these poses, we're simply doing our best, going in the directions we know to go in. The pose is a series of directions to go towards, and then we each meet our edges where they are, listening to the body as it is right now. And then however that looks, however that feels, that's what there is to be with. Can it be like a meditation, feeling your body just like this? If you did slide forward, slide your way back. To release, we'll bring both hands to the inside, turn out through the right foot, drop the hips, and let's come into lizard. You can be on your elbows, maybe on the floor or blocks. If you'd like to add a quad stretch to this, you can also bend the back leg, reach back for it, and draw it in. If that does not work for your body, don't do that. Don't worry about it. Let's release. Make your way back to down dog. So you might take a vinyasa. You might just step back. You might move in some other way. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in. Start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, and then a big step forward. High lunge. Feel free to adjust your footing when you're ready, arms up. Come into a twist here. So similar to whatever you did on the first side. So when we're trying to come into these poses, we're doing the best we can given what we understand and are able to do. And sometimes that requires some creativity. The initial pose isn't working, so what would be useful? What's something similar or accessible that works for my body right now? Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor or to your blocks. Drop the back knee, pat it if you like. Take the hips back, inch the front foot forward, and then flex the toes back. Hands right under shoulders. Going in the direction of a flat back, in the direction of folding. If you did slide further forward towards splits on the other side, you might try that again. Listening to where your edge is. I find it changes quite a bit depending on how much sleep I've gotten, what time of day it is, what I've been doing or not doing. So listening to where the edge actually is right now. If you did slide forward, slide your way back. Let's bring both hands to the inside. Turn out through the left foot and then shift your weight forward, coming down onto elbows or blocks. If you did add a quad stretch on the other side, you can add that again. And then release. Make your way back to down dog. Take your time. Let's come all the way through to sitting. And back onto our backs. Bring your knees in, take a little circle or rock. And I'm going to suggest a supported bridge next. So this does require some props. A couple blocks, or maybe even just one block would be useful. If you don't have blocks, look around your room. Do you have some books that you could put a blanket over, a firm cushion, a foam roller, a couple stacked blankets? Placing something under the sacrum, so a little lower than the lower back. And then let your hips rest upon it. If you don't have props or would prefer not to do this, find something else to wrap up your practice with. It could be a couple back bends or restorative pose of another kind, or anything you're needing. I'm going to suggest a hip flexor stretch here. From supported bridge, bring your right knee to your chest, hug it in as close as you can, and then straighten the left leg and let it hang towards the floor. So there's a nice opening through the front of the left hip. The more you hug the right knee in, the more you let that left leg hang, the deeper the opening. Let's switch sides, bring the left knee in, extend the right leg long, hug that left knee in close, let the front of the right hip yawn open. And then let's come to some neutral shapes. You could bring both knees in, you could drop both feet back to the floor, or you could extend both legs straight, either up in the air or along the floor. And wherever you are, so you could explore one or all of those positions, see how much you can let go. Letting your muscles just hang on the bones. Whatever's touching the floor, spreading, releasing. Belly soft. If you're wanting to stay here longer, you are welcome. If you're ready to release, you can do so on your own time. And we're going to get ready for our final resting pose, Shavasana. So if there's any last pose or stretch you need to feel complete in your practice, take your time. If there's any way that you could get your body or clothing more comfortable for letting go, you can adjust those things. Maybe self-massage, maybe covering up. Eventually letting go into the floor, releasing into stillness. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. And let this movement increase. Eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. Come to a comfortable cross-legged position. Bring your hands together at your heart. And just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a good rest of your day.